Hello guys and welcome back to Excelsior Academy and welcome back to Watson Summary Series. So today we are going to take lecture 5 from the DNA replication. So guys, till now we have talked about chemistry behind the DNA synthesis. We talked about DNA polymerases, its catalytic activity, how it is able to distinguish between the RNTPs and DNTPs, right? So let's move further in this summary series. And guys, this is also one more important thing is that you need to refer all the previous lectures so that you can understand this upcoming lectures. And as I got the suggestions that you guys need the links of the previous lectures, so I'll provide this time in the description box. So stay tuned with the Exosucare Academy. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and also support me. Study with us and prepare for your CSR exams. Okay, guys, so let's begin. So DNA polymerases are processive enzymes. So till now we talked about what DNA polymerase is, how the catalytic site is made, what are the important domains present over there. So this is all what we have discussed. Okay, guys, wait for it because we haven't discussed about the types of the DNA polymerase. That is also upcoming in lectures we are going to talk about. So right now, just let's talk about its processivity. Okay, because now this is why it is important, because there are certain DNA polymerase which can add different number of polynucleotides per second. For example, the main DNA polymerase which is there, DNA pol 3, it can add around thousands of nucleotides per second during DNA synthesis. Just imagine how fast and efficient are our enzymes. So even in like that, like how much they're working for us, right? So in the same way, even we have to do the hard work so that we can achieve our goals in life. Okay. So catalysis by DNA polymerase is really very rapid. Okay. So it's very fast. It can add around 1000 nucleotides per second to the primer strand, and the speed of the DNA synthesis is totally depending on the processive nature of the DNA polymerase. Okay, so we'll understand what is the meaning of this processive nature. So in the case of DNA polymerase, the degree of processivity is defined as the average number of nucleotides added each time the enzyme binds to the primer template junction. For example, just now we have said that it can add around thousands of nucleotides per second to the primer strand. Okay, so this is the meaning of degree of processivity. Now, each DNA polymerase has characteristic processivity that can range from only few nucleotides to more than 50,000 bases added per binding event. So in the lecture, we'll understand that there are different polymerases which can actually add either one or two nucleotides, or we will have around adding 50,000 nucleotides also per second, right? Now, the rate of DNA synthesis is dramatically increased by adding multiple nucleotides per binding event. So इसका क्या मतलब हो रहा है, जैसे जैसे वो correct बेस पर ऐड करता जाएगा वैसे ही the rate of DNA synthesis will increase, of course, right? So it is the initial binding of the polymerase to the primer template junction that is the rate limiting. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ, डीएनए सिंथेसिस तब तक चालू नहीं होगा जब तक डीएनए पॉलीमरेज आके प्राइमर टेम्पलेट जंक्शन को बाइंड नहीं करता है. ठीक है, फर्स्ट इट हैज टू रिकॉग्नाइज द प्राइमर टेम्पलेट जंक्शन, इट हैज टू फिट इटसेल्फ सो दैट इट कैन ब्रिंग द कैटालिटिक साइट टू कैरी आउट द डीएनए सिंथेसिस. एक बार जब वो बैठ जाता है अच्छे से, देन इट विल स्टार्ट इंक्रीजिंग इट्स रेट बाय एडिंग मल्टीपल न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स पर बाइंडिंग इवेंट. ओके, now, for a typical DNA polymerase reaction, it takes around less than 1 second for the DNA polymerase to locate and bind to the primer template junction. And in few cases, it will also add, the addition will be in millisecond range. See, तभी तो हमने बोला कि वो 1000 nucleotides per second bind कर सकते हैं. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ, एक nucleotide कितने seconds में, so it becomes in the milliseconds, right? So, thus a completely non-processive DNA polymerase would add 1 base pair per second. तो ये होगा सबसे ज्यादा slow वाला DNA polymerase. Now, in contrast, the fastest DNA polymerase can add as many as 1000 nucleotides per second by remaining associated for the template for thousands rounds of DNTP addition. ठीक है, तो इससे क्लियर हो जाएगा कि प्रोसेसिव नेचर जो डीएनए पॉलीमरेज का है उसका क्या मीनिंग हो रहा है. ओके, सो लेट्स टॉक अबाउट विद द डायग्राम ओवर हियर. तो इस फिगर में आप देख सकते हैं इसमें डिफरेंस दिया है बिटवीन द प्रोसेसिव एंड द नॉन प्रोसेसिव डीएनए पॉलीमरेज का. Okay, so here we have got the non-processive and here we have got the processive. Okay. Okay, so now what is happening? You can see that in both the cases, the DNA polymerase will go and bind to the primer template junction. So ये आपका primer template junction हुआ. Now upon binding, the non-processive enzyme will add single. आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे mention किया हुआ है कि one DNTP ही add कर रहा है, right? to the 3' end. Okay, तो ये 5' हुआ, तो ये 3' end हुआ आपका, ठीक है. Whereas when you see the case of the processive DNA, what you can see is it can add many DNTPs together at the same time, ठीक है. So what do we see? Processive DNA can add many DNTPs, thus completing the DNA synthesis fast as compared to the non-processive DNA polymerase. Here you can see that यहाँ पे एक ही add हुआ है और इतने में यहाँ पे multiple DNTPs add हो चुके हैं. So from this you can understand that what do mean by the processive. ठीक है, अगर processive DNA polymerase है, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? DNA synthesis आपका बहुत fast होगा फिर, ठीक है. Now, processivity is facilitated by sliding of DNA polymerase along the DNA template. Now, अब इसका क्या मतलब हो रहा है? DNA polymerase slide करेगा, तो जैसे जैसे वो आगे बढ़ेगा, वैसे वैसे processivity बढ़ती जाएगी. जितना smoothly वो slide होगा, उतना smoothly it can add more amount of nucleotides. Now, once bound to a primer template junction, DNA polymerase interacts tightly with much of the double-stranded portion of the DNA in a sequence non-specific manner. Okay, so what does it mean? It means that wherever DNA polymerase sees that there are two strands, okay, एक template होगा एक और आपका एक primer होगा, तो जब वो interact कर लेगा, then it is going to start the DNA synthesis, of course. So these interactions, so the interaction which is formed between the DNA polymerase and the DNA includes electrostatic interactions between the phosphate backbone and the thumb domain, and the interactions between the minor groove of the DNA and the palm domain. Guys, ये important sentence है, please इसको अच्छे से note down कर लो और इसको समझ लियो. So what we are saying is that so the interaction between the DNA polymerase and DNA includes electrostatic interactions. ठीक है? Now किस किस के बीच में हो रहा है? Phosphate backbone of DNA and the thumb domain of the polymerase, and minor groove of the DNA and the palm domain. So there are two interactions which are taking place. Now the sequence independent nature of these interactions permits the easy movement of the DNA even after it binds to the polymerase. Now each time a nucleotide is added to the primer strand, DNA partially releases from the polymerase. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? थोड़ा सा वो लूज होके खुल जाता है. सो दैट ना व्हाई दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट, बिकॉज इट हैज टू शिफ्ट वन बेस पेयर, राइट, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी एक बेस पेयर ऐड हो चुका है, already this has been added, so it has to open up so that it can go this side and your new nucleotide is exposed for the new nucleotide to come and bind. ठीक है, so again I would like to explain here. So now why so once what happens, your DNA polymerase has added the new DNTPs, the polymerase loses, okay, DNA is partially released from the polymerase. Now ये क्यों जरूरी है? Because एक बेस पेयर आपको शिफ्ट करना है, so that your DNA polymerase is ready to add another incoming new nucleotide. Okay guys, I hope you understood. Since it's really very important to get clear in the imagination. Now, exonuclease is proofread newly synthesized DNA. So guys, till now we were talking about कि DNA polymerase इतने सारे nucleotides से add करता है, उसकी processivity ज्यादा है. But don't you think it's during such a speed or such a fast additions, there might be a chance that DNA polymerase ने गलत nucleotide add कर दिया, right? Now, why these wrong nucleotides have been added? Now, this is because of the tautomerism. Now, what is tautomerism over here? So, in the tautomeric form, what happens is that, see, we know that cytosine जो है G के साथ करता है in the keto form. This is a keto form. Now, what happens if the guanine is in the enol form? Guys, can you see the difference in the keto and enol form? Can you see the difference in the structure? Right? So, यहाँ पे keto form में you have got the double bond O, whereas enol, OH, right, alcohol, so we'll have OH over here. So now suppose we know that cytosine base pairs with the G. Now if suppose it is in the enol, it can make the additional, और ये additional thymidine के साथ कर सकता है. So we know that T तो हमेशा A के साथ होना चाहिए, but if suppose your guanine is in enol form, what will happen? It can base pair with the T. तो नेक्स्ट राउंड में क्या होगा? जहां पे सी आना चाहिए वहां पे तो टी था, तो नेक्स्ट टाइम जब यहाँ पे नया सिंथेसाइज होगा तो इंस्टेड ऑफ हैविंग ए यू विल हैव जी, राइट. सो थाइमिडिन के ऑपोजिट में ए आना चाहिए था, बट ए तो है नहीं, जी आया, तो इसकी वजह से क्या होगा नेक्स्ट राउंड में सी. तो इस तरह से क्या होगा, आपका म्यूटेशन इंसर्ट हो जाता है. ठीक है, so this is the rate limiting, or you can see the limitation of the DNA polymerase, right? So these alternate forms of the bases permit incorrect base pairs to be correctly positioned for the catalysis. Now, suppose when the nucleotide return to its correct state, suppose it keto form, suppose enol form में था, suppose it was in the enol form, and now once it comes back to its original form, that is ये again वापस keto form में आ जाएगा. So what happens? Now we have got the base pairing between the T and G. So ये क्या हो गया? आपका mismatch हो गया. Now this is being removed by with the help of the exonuclease activity. So now these exonucleases are actually responsible for clearing this mismatch. ठीक है? So removal of these incorrectly based paired nucleotide is mediated by the exonuclease. Now exo का क्या मतलब हो रहा है? वो end से chop off करेंगे. ठीक है? अब endo मतलब क्या होता है? Within the DNA. अगर आपके पास DNA strand ऐसा है तो बीच में आके कट करेंगे, जबकि exo क्या करते हैं? वो end से करते हैं. 3' end से शुरू करेंगे. So this is the difference. Okay guys? So don't get confused between the exonucleases and the endonucleases. Okay. So initially, the presence of a 3' exonuclease as part of the same polypeptide as a DNA polymerase made little sense. So guys, पहले कैसा था कि people were not sure कि ये mismatch जो होता है वो कैसे repair होता है, ठीक है? अगर अभी हमें पता है कि now this 3' exonuclease is actually a part of the same polypeptide. इसका मतलब कि it is the same part of the DNA polymerase. Now the question comes, DNA polymerase, why would the DNA polymerase need to degrade the DNA it had just synthesized, right? But now अभी हमें पता है कि ऐसा नहीं है कि DNA polymerase 100% श्योर रहता है कि हाँ हमेशा मैंने करेक्ट न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स ऐड किए, राइट? सो इन ऑर्डर टू प्रूव रीडिंग कि कहीं मैंने गलती से तो नहीं ऐड कर दिया, उसके लिए हमारे पास 3' एक्सोन्यूक्लियस एक्टिविटी है, एंड इसलिए it is also a part of the same DNA polymerase. Okay, so the role of these exonucleases became clear when it was determined that they have a strong preference to degrade DNA containing mismatch base pairs. ठीक है? Now, अभी एक चीज आपको यहाँ पे ध्यान देनी होगी, DNA polymerase whenever it is acting as a polymerase तब वो double stranded DNA को recognize करेगा, whereas आपका जो एक्सोन्यूक्लियस है वो सिंगल स्ट्रैंडेड डीएनए, तो जब भी मिसमैच होता है तो व्हाट हैपेंस, इट बिकम्स लाइक ए बल्ज टाइप, बिकॉज यहाँ पे बेस पेयरिंग तो हो नहीं रही है, तो एक बल्ज की तरह बन जाता है. तो दिस इज व्हाट इज बीइंग रिकॉग्नाइज्ड बाय द एक्सोन्यूक्लियस पोर्शन ऑफ द डीएनए पॉलीमरेज. ओके, thus, in the rare event that an incorrect nucleotide is added to the primer strand, the exonuclease removes this nucleotide from the 3' end of the primer strand, and hence it is called 3' exonuclease. Guys, कोई भी पूछे डीएनए पॉलीमरेज के पार्ट्स क्या क्या है, तो आपको प्लीज हमेशा याद रखना है that it also has got the 3' exonuclease activity. ठीक है? So this proofreading of the newly added DNA gives the DNA polymerase a second chance to add the correct nucleotide and hence increase its efficiency. Okay. Now, how does this exonuclease does its action? So this is the proofreading exonuclease in action. तो वो कैसे काम कर रहा है अभी हम वो देखते हैं. So, the removal of the mismatched nucleotide is facilitated by reduced ability of DNA polymerase to add nucleotide adjacent to an incorrectly base paired primer. अब क्या हुआ है कि जैसे ही मिसमैच तो हो गया है, राइट? तो इसकी वजह से क्या होगा, तो आपका डीएनए स्ट्रैंड जो रहेंगे इसे पकड़िंग से हो जाता है. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट व्हाट हैपेंस, नेक्स्ट न्यूक्लियोटाइड इवन दो इफ इट इज करेक्ट, इट इज डिफिकल्ट फॉर द डीएनए पॉलीमरेज टू कम एंड ऐड. ठीक है? Now, mispaired DNA alters the geometry between 3' OH and the incoming nucleotide. और क्या होगा, जैसे कि मैंने आपको पहले बताया, बेस पेयरिंग सही होनी चाहिए, उसके बाद उसको कैटालिटिक साइड में बैठना जरूरी है, तब जाके 3' OH जो है न्यूक्लियोफिलिक अटैक करेगा आपका अल्फा फॉस्फेट पे. पर जब मिसमैच हो गया, सो व्हाट विल हैपन, मिसमैच हो गया है, न्यूक्लियोटाइड कैटालिटिक साइड में अच्छे से बैठा नहीं है, सो व्हाट विल हैपन, आपका नया न्यूक्लियोटाइड फॉस्फोडाइस्टर बॉन्ड बना ही नहीं पाएगा. ठीक है? नाउ बिकॉज ऑफ दिस अल्टर्ड ज्योमेट्री, it reduces the rate of nucleotide addition. So इसका मतलब क्या हुआ, the rate of DNA synthesis has been decreased. Now when a mismatched nucleotide is added, it decreases the rate of new nucleotide addition. अब क्या हुआ है, thus increasing the rate of proofreading exonuclease activity. अभी कैसे करता है, let's see that. So proofreading activity of the exonuclease. So when an incorrect nucleotide is incorporated, what will happen into the DNA, the rate of the DNA synthesis is reduced. ठीक है? Because of the incorrect positioning of the 3' OH. So because of that, SN2 mechanism नहीं होगा. So आपका क्या होगा, so mispaired last base pair is there over here. तो यहाँ पे pairing नहीं हो रही है, जिसकी वजह से what will happen, 3' OH अपनी पोजीशन में नहीं है फॉस्फोडाइस्टर बॉन्ड बनाने के लिए, जिसकी वजह से there will be a DNA synthesis the rate will be decreased and the exonuclease activity will get activated. Okay. Now, in the presence of the mismatch 3' end, the last 3-4 nucleotides of the primer become single stranded. ठीक है. So अब यहाँ पे देखें क्या होगा. Even though यहाँ पे correct था, just because of the presence of the mismatch, और 2-3 आपके unpair हो जाते हैं. ठीक है. And they become the exonuclease. And they become the single stranded. Now this will increase the affinity for the exonuclease activity. ठीक है. This is going to activate the exonuclease part. And now once bound at this active site, the mismatch nucleotide जो है वो remove कर देगा. Okay. Now, once the mismatch nucleotide is removed, a properly base pair primer template junction is reformed and polymerization is resumed. So, guys, इसमें क्या होता है? ऐसा नहीं कि वो सिर्फ एक ही न्यूक्लियोटाइड रिमूव करेगा और साथ में और भी 2-3 रिमूव कर देगा, जस्ट टू मेक श्योर. ठीक है. जैसे क्या होता है, कोई चीज खराब हो जाती है, हम क्या करते हैं, उसके साइड की अच्छी चीज भी हटा देते हैं ना, सो दैट जो भी इन्फेक्शन हुआ है वो स्प्रेड ना हो. इन द सेम वे, अगर एक गलत है, सो व्हाट एक्सोन्यूक्लियस डज, इट इज गोइंग टू रिमूव 2-3 आल्सो उसके साथ में. And then again, they will start the DNA synthesis. So when a mismatch base pair is present in the polymerase active site, the primer template junction is destabilized. And because of this, what will happen? The other base pair will also get unpaired. Now, for this, the DNA polymerase will start losing its binding activity for the mismatch template. But it is going to increase the exonuclease active site by around 10-fold affinity. Thus, the newly unpaired 3' end moves from the polymerase active site to the exonuclease active site. ठीक है. The removal of the mismatch base pair allows the primer template junction to reform and it is going to enable back the DNA synthesis to continue. तो ये कैसा हो गया? प्रूफ रीडिंग एक्टिविटी हमारा डिलीट की तरह हो गया. तो जहां पे कुछ गलती होगी हमने बस डिलीट कर दिया है and again we can start our function. So guys, I hope you like the lecture. I tried my maximum to explain each and every sentence from the reference book in detail in both the languages as you guys have requested. So I hope you understood the guys. Still, if any doubts are there, you can ask me in the comment section or you can ask me in the Telegram channel by the name Excelsior Academy. So guys, stay tuned with the Excelsior Academy and let's complete the Watson summary series for your preparation. Take care.